Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, there's just 127 days until Christmas 2021, and we've got a ton of Star Wars news topics and things to talk about today. And as many of you know, I've set up my streaming from our dining room. So I'm in a different location. You may hear conversations in background, dogs coming in and out or whatnot. And I'm also playing with the microphone technology here and adding things in. So it's may sound a little bit different, may hear some things you're not used to hearing, but here we are. We've got everybody with us, and of course, when we have our live streams on Thursday, my friend the Magic Maker joins us. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, I think I still sound the same though.
You sound the same. Oh my goodness! Off
at a distance and crappy.
I sound a bit different. I'm still working with it. I'm not 100% satisfied with where it is, but I really like the technology. I like where we're headed, so I think it'll work. And Qi'ra, hello. I'm using Streamlabs with StreamYard, and when I do that, it makes these little things come up a bit differently, but you can see those badges on there. So Qi'ra's got that white member badge. When we're starting to see folks come in with the gray ones, so you can see Mark has been here a little bit. His badge has changed color, and over the months as folks join us, those will continue to change as folks stay with us. So hey, Meg's here. Thank you so much for your support, Meg, and Meg has really helped with our sub increase. Thank you. We're less than 100 from 2000. We're over all right, we're over 1,900. We're continuing to grow, and I've really enjoyed doing some collabs with Meg, and look forward to doing more of those in the future. That we really get along well, and she, like you, like to give me a hard time. And we've got a new member. It says Kendall has joined, and as a member of our Blizzard Battalion, we should see. Yes, thank you so much, Kendall. We should see that notification come up, and the dancing snow trooper there. He'll show up here in a moment. Yeah, I do have a new mic, and still trying to get it all figured out. You said it sounds a little under the weather. What if I kind of move it up this way? There. No, Kendall, he's renewing. There you go. Thank you. And I lightened the mic up a bit. Maybe it sounds a little brighter now. So still trying to get that software to work and figure out where the settings make the most sense. To me,
y'all didn't know that Santa's trying to woo me. He's trying to do the deep voice, Al Green kind of thing.
Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, thank you, Meg. I appreciate it. No, so we've got a lot to talk about, and one thing is StarWars.com just posted a new trailer for the volume, not the volume, the what do they call that, gallery, for the gallery. We've got gallery episode next Wednesday, so this time next week we'll be talking about it, but we have a brand new preview of it. I'd like to bring that up here. We could talk about it. Oh, Jason. Yeah, it's darkened the voice up quite a bit there. And I'm hearing a little bit of an echo that I want to try to get tightened up, but I like the effect of being able to make the voice more rich. So let's bring up this preview. I want to show. Have you seen this yet, a Magic Maker?
I've seen a lot of previews. Which one is this for gallery?
It's brand new. It just came out
I haven't seen that one. No.
Okay, so let's pull this up, and hopefully the sound will come through here, and you guys can hear it. It's really good preview, and let's see if we can get it to come up. Where is it? It's hiding in my tray somewhere, and I've got to get it to get in front. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. Oh, it's not wanting to. Hold on a second.
Of course not.
Yeah, of course. I've got it all queued up and ready to go, but let's see. There we go. Now I can. Well, I had it. I had it for like a half a second, and let's try it again. Maximize that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hit play.
This is how you know it's live, guys.
Yeah. Can you guys hear it?
Not really.
No audio, Mark says. All right. Well, we're just going to have to talk about it a bit, and I'll put the link in here. Let me do this. Let me just do the share here. It's on our Discord as well, and I'll put it here so that you guys can find it in the description. So let me add it right now, and I'll put the you'll see it in the description here in 1 second. We'll put the gallery review video and hit save, and you guys can get that there. What's really nice about that audio is, or the preview, is how Dave Filoni's talking about how Jon Favreau is a fan. You can see how excited he is to see Mark Hamill on set, and the emotions that were brought up by the people on the crew, and how exciting it was for everybody to have Mark on set there in the season finale. So when you get a chance, go watch that. Again, it's in our Discord, and it's in the description here. So hopefully you guys can catch that today, and then watch. Meg will be talking about it for sure. Meg puts out fantastic content covering this kind of thing. So yeah, no audio, less likely to get hit with a copyright. No kidding.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah. So, look, I wanted to cover a bunch of topics today. That was just one of them, where we have that gallery episode coming out next Wednesday, August 25th. As Disney Plus has moved the release schedule up, it'll be on Wednesday. So look for that, and then we'll be able to talk about the entire episode this time next week. And then there is several things to talk about. And I almost forgot to show our Bad Batch season predictions leaderboard. So this is the leaderboard for the whole season. We started, I think, week 4 and started doing predictions every week. It was a ton of fun, and folks got involved, and it grew throughout the season. And our top 10 are listed here. A magic maker right there with us every week. You were in number 4, right? Yeah. So good job. And we're going to do this again for the Book of Boba Fett. And so sometime next week, we'll try to get an early predictions for like the trailer and put some thoughts in there so that folks can fill it out. And one thing that we learned from doing the predictions for the Bad Batch is that people were gaming the open comment. Right. So we were getting out of universe things. We were getting all kinds of nonsense. And it was a ton of fun. We really enjoyed it, but I think we'll try to lock that down a little bit so that the comments coming in are more about the actual show.
Yeah,
and not,
it's got to be something distinctly about the show versus, so you got to, it's kind of be like a step out on the limb kind of thing.
Meg has a question. Yeah, I'm ready, Meg. Where that boy Steve. Can't believe we get to see Meg give Santa chaos live and in person. Oh, she does.
No, she does all the time. I thought I was great. Bad.
Oh, she's amazing. Let's see. We saw the First Order trailer. Visions won't be canon. That's right. We'll talk about Visions here in just a second. We put it on the thumbnail. People are giving me a hard time because Astro Boy that was in the trailer. Well, we find out that robot actually has a name, and the name is 2B. It's like T0B.
So you prefer not to be?
Well, he wants to be a Jedi, right? But he's a droid. Yeah, he's a droid, so he can't. Oh my goodness, Meg will be the spark that lights the fire. Well, they give me also a hard time about the elves, and I had to clear something up yesterday. The elves they get taken care of, and if you were on Discord, you saw the oldest daughter's got a car when she graduated from college, and we let her pick a car, got her that, and then the youngest is wanting to go to Europe next spring when she graduates, and then go to Disneyland Paris. So we're trying to maybe plan a trip over there, visit our friends in Scotland, Ireland, England, and then make our way over to Paris to spend a couple of days at Disneyland Paris. I think that'll be a ton of fun. And that's what the kiddo wants. Those elves, they get taken care of quite well, even though Meg likes to give me a hard time about indentured servitude. It's not the case. Not the case. So, did anyone check the credits of the Bad Batch for Clone Army Kitster? Jason put a prediction that we're going to be clone Kitsters everywhere. Lots of clone Kitsters. Get a Boba Fett figure from Hasbro. I would think that we'll definitely get more Boba Fett repaints. That's an easy prediction. That's much like many of ours. Oh no. Meg. See, this is what Meg does to me.
No, there'll be no clones of Kit doing that. No, Meg, no.
This is a fake yeah, and we've made a lot of fun because when she's in the chat, I always get the monetization turned down, and then I have to go in and appeal it, and then a day or two later it comes back. Oh, she's hilarious.
Santa, you're trying to hurt. Those are paying for the toys, Santa.
She's hilarious. I love her. I absolutely love and adore Meg. She's great. Kit Fisto and Kitster could be friends. There you go. So the Bad Batch finale, I haven't got to talk to you yet. What'd you think of it?
I was disappointed.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
In what way?
It just did not have the gravitas I thought it should have had. I thought that it was just leading up to a very, very big finale, and I thought it was I think it fell short.
Yeah, well, I've heard some people, well, I'd say a lot of people who kind of share that thought that we're looking for something a little different. Well, for me, I don't know. It could have been much better.
That's because you just don't like it if anybody dies. I don't want anybody.
Well, that's
to die.
true. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine
He's the eternal optimist. It's like everybody's got to end happy, and that makes you happy. And I think too many of us want a little bit of darkness, and it's just a little bit more than what they gave. And I think that's what it is. I mean, I think they alluded to it being a darker ending than it was, and then they came up short, and so that's why people are like, well, no. Especially when you get the thing where he says they'll leave you teary-eyed. I mean, I was not crying at all. At no point did a little tear appear in my eye.
I did get a little tear in my eye.
Or Vegas, for that matter. I looked over and said, did that make you teary-eyed? And she went, no.
No, it got me when she was talking to Crosshair and said, well, you're my brother too. And it did provoke a tear. I had to wipe out. So it was good. No, Trinity, hello! Clickbaiting with the lens flare eyes.
Yes. Dark Santa.
As a fan of people walking through tunnels, I loved this episode. There was a good bit of walking through tunnels, but I thought it was fantastic for a season finale, and as a whole, I just loved the entire season. I'm very excited for season 2, and hopefully we get 3, 4, or more. But there's a question that's raised from this finale. First of all, there was a good bit of exposition that told us some things that we didn't know for sure, like Omega being older than her brothers there on the Bad Batch. But the other bit was the little revelation of Mount Tantus. So that's led to some speculation. So we're going to enter into speculation town just a little bit and talk about with Mount Tantus. Are they setting up Thrawn, heir to the Empire, adaptation? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes. X-Wing. Hey, thank you for the super chat, my friend. That's very, very stop elf endangerment. Support your local elf union. You know, there's several people here trying to unionize the elves. We just don't need any of that nonsense. So stop it. No. No. So yes. In what context do you think?
To work.
So what do you think of how are they going to adapt it into? Are we going to see it in the next season of Bad Batch? Are we going to see it in the Thrawn series or Ahsoka series or what?
Yeah, I think you're going to see it in a bunch of those. I think it's going to be dropped all along the back. But yeah, I think ultimately you'll see it in the Ahsoka series as she finds Thrawn.
Ezra and Thrawn.
So the question is that Wayland?
Well, yeah, it is Wayland. They in the episode guide that dropped Monday, that was confirmed. It is Wayland, and in the little key at the bottom, we know it's Mount Tantus. So we got confirmation of the place and the mountain specifically. So. It seems pretty.
I guess Wayland's canon now. It's now been canonized. That's awesome.
Well, it's spelled different, but yes. So they spelled it a little different.
That way they didn't have to.
Of course.
That way they don't have to give money to
Zahn.
Zahn, yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I think Zahn's doing a great job on the new novels, and we're going to see plenty of Thrawn. So he's got lots of opportunity for his stories to be told in Disney Plus series or movies or whatnot. So I'm just wondering, and Meg put a video out yesterday about Mace Windu. Is Mace Windu alive? And then I saw Theory put one out very similarly today. Is Mace Windu alive? And somebody speculated, might they take Mace, and now X-Wing, look what you've done. Look what you've done. You've started a thing. The Elf Uprising. Less of that. We don't need unionized elves to uprising and coup against Santa. Santa is the king of the North Pole. That's not a democracy. It's a monarchy, and Santa's at the head. So you guys just have to back off of the union uprising for the elves. But thank you for the super chat nonetheless.
He's been building up his arsenal, and if the elves uprise, they'll have to destroy them the way Kamino was.
And who says the elves are children? They live long lives, and they're probably older than you, John. So Oh, Meg's in there stirring it up again.
But aren't they the eternal children? So yes, wouldn't child labor law still kind of apply?
Well. No, they're grown. They're adults. They have children of their own. So there you go. Theory's a cop.
So now we're breeding elves. Is that what we're doing? Is that even legal? Don't you have to have a permit for that?
No, they're not like animals. They're sentient beings. They have wills, lives of their own. Beings? They can get married and they can have children. They can live elf lives.
Oh my gosh, you're breeding sentient beings. I can't believe you.
No, Santa hates democracy. No, Santa loves. We're falling off a cliff. You see what's happened? Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Let's see. We've got some theory. Only Mace's hand has survived. So, no, I think they're onto something as far as Mace being alive. I do not think Mace died. I think we will see him again in Disney Plus series, perhaps in the Book of Boba Fett, but other series as well, including, however, they may adapt Heir to the Empire.
Yeah. I actually think you could do this. The way that, all right, so Snoke's appearance has got to be explained somehow. I don't think it's going to be Mace. I think it's going to be Snoke.
You think Snoke? Well, hold on. Let me finish the thought, because somebody came up with this, and I thought it wasn't a bad idea. If Mace got yeeted out the window and survived the fall, and even though Theory said he couldn't survive a 2-mile fall, look, I disagree with him, because you reach terminal velocity way before that. You've seen Jedi fall beyond the point of terminal velocity to slow themselves and land quite safely. So whether it be 1,000 feet, 1,500, or 2 miles, it's no different. So they could absolutely survive that and be just fine.
I agree that he could have survived it. I don't know if he was conscious after getting the poop shocked out of him.
Well, it didn't kill Luke, and Theory did a thing where he looked, and Luke got shocked a lot more than Mace did, and so I think absolutely getting shocked and your hand cut off.
How much of that's just torture, though? I mean, if he wanted, it's possible that if he just wanted to kill Luke, that he just kills him, right? But maybe he wants him to suffer. We don't know. There will
be no invites going out to Bernie to come visit the North Pole. That's not happening. It's not happening. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mace is alive. I'm absolutely sure that he survived, and I like the idea that perhaps Mace could be the adaptation of Cyberop, right? So being shocked and addled and damaged, that could have thrown him over the edge, and now he's a little unbalanced, and he could be the embodiment of that kind of character, but just be Mace Windu instead. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, I knew that's where we were going on that. I just think that whoever said that that this is his hand is survived. That's what survived is probably more on the on right than the actual idea that Mace survived all the way into this point. And it's not that I don't think he could survive. I agree with you. I mean, following that distance is we see them jump out of the rocket down from miles high. So in the Clone Wars. So I disagree that he would have died. But I just don't think that he's going to have lived in this case. I think, but I'm not opposed to them taking the hand. That would be very, very close to what they did with Luke. And so if you kind of have that, you kind of have a blend of both.
Well, I think Mace has survived. George Lucas himself said, sure, he could have survived. We know that Mace Windu himself has said that the character could have survived. And Meg made a compelling video yesterday why he's still alive, and she gave raspberries to anybody that disagrees. So you got to go watch her video. No, if you don't agree,
I don't disagree. He could be alive. That's not the argument I'm making. I'm not arguing that he couldn't be alive. I think the idea that he couldn't be alive goes against everything we've been shown. The only thing I put out there as regards to this is, I hear your evidence that that Luke was shocked and he survived. So shouldn't Mace be okay? Two things, and I was trying to make this argument. One, we don't know the amps effectively that was given to Luke, and in the course of his shocking, and there's a torture level versus a kill level. We don't know that. We don't know if we know he was shocking him, and then he was like, "Now you die," and that's when he throws him over, right? And we don't know if there's a how much it affected him, and if he was unconscious when he fell or something else was happening. So we don't know that. I mean, so there's a lot of what ifs or unknowns when it comes to Mace and his fall. So I mean, regarding that, is it possible he's alive? Absolutely. I mean, how many times have we seen time and time again people fall to their certain death only to come back and be alive? So is it possible? Yeah, absolutely, it could be possible. So I won't argue that. I just think that more likely than not, they have to, if assuming we're going down the path of the sequel trilogy staying canon and it's not being wiped out, which I think we both agree it's not, then I think the process of what Filoni is doing is filling in the blanks to explain how we got what we got in the sequel trilogy. And so I think that what we're going to get is is the explanation for where Snoke came from. I think ultimately all these pieces are pointing to, these things are laid in the story, and we have to get to where we're at by the end of the Rise of Skywalker.
True, but at this point, Luke is just a little toddler, right? Maybe not even that, still infant, right?
Right.
And at the end of the Bad Batch season, and we see then Wayland, Mount Tantus, all of that's confirmed. So it looks like they're setting up this Heir to the Empire retelling, but will they retell it? And we know that in Heir that Jordan Cyboth, whether it's Cyboth, he's the main bad nutcase that involved there with
Sabath or whatever.
Yeah, Joris. Yeah, that he is the Thrawn brings him along and does that whole deal. But would they do that or just use Mace Windu? And if they do Cybergoth as it's told in Heir, then they do the Lauk, but he's older, right? So we've got to wait a while. If they wanted to bring him in sooner, then we could have Mace in there, and I think they're set up to put Grogu there at on Wayland, Mount Tantus. I think Grogu's going to be there. Mace could have been the figure that brought him there, and they could adapt it with a bit of a twist. And I want to say hello to Tim. Hello. Hey, thanks for joining. Boss Bounty was just his birthday Sunday. I was able to come on Saturday. Briefly, we were driving and my signal didn't stick with us. Boss Bounty, thank you for being here. It's good to see you, my friend. And again, happy birthday, 45, young man.
Oh no, Meg.
you really she there you go. Whoever denies Mace is alive is a wishful thinker who lives in cuckoo land of crazies. There you go. I'm with Meg there.
Why would it be wishful thinking to think he's dead? It's wishful thinking to think he's alive.
I think back. a lot of people just want there to be consequences and for Mace to be dead, and to have him not dead is another list or another entry into the very long list of people who never die. So I think that's the wishful thinking that comes from there. We'll get to Finn here in just a little bit, but imagine at the end, Mace walks up and says, "Finn, I am your grandfather." No, Finn says no really, really well. He can scream that. Yeah.
So now everybody's related too, right? So.
And here we got Jason joining in on the fun. The Reddit conspiracy forum that elves are Jawas with their cloaks removed. Oh my goodness. Mace for Finn's grandpappy. Let's just get caught up. I gotta watch because sometimes you click on Meg's comments and I know that I might as well go start filling out the appeal right now.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, I agree with you, Meg. I don't have the same problems with Luke's place in The Last Jedi that a lot of people do, and I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. Maybe we'll hold that for a discussion with the two of us at some point. I would love to explore that more. Yeah, Joris was completely nuts.
Yes, he was completely nuts, and he was also completely a clone.
Well, he was, but if you wanted to adapt it, you could take the character, essentially this crazy nutball of a Force user, and make it Mace instead. I love the idea.
I mean, let's look at the pieces. I mean, if we're trying to adapt adapt this to make our own adapt. The Thrawn series to what we're at, so Heir of the Empire series, and we're moving toward, and we know the ultimate destination of this is a Snoke and a recloned Emperor, correct?
Yeah,
and so we know that's our destination. So and so to bring back Mace does not fulfill or move us toward that. So I think if that's the destination, then a cloned Mace would, or a failed clone Mace would, that is the precursor to Snoke, maybe, or even Snoke, and as it were, and so those get us there. Right? Maybe Snoke is a combination of Grogu and Mace Windu's DNA, or whatever they use for their stuff, and that brings us there. But I mean. So all I'm saying is that I don't see how bringing back Mace Windu in a Thrawn type story brings us to where we're at by the sequel trilogy.
Yes, that was Mrs. Claus that you guys briefly heard, as well as the oldest elf who just left. So you're gonna. Oh, she didn't leave. So you heard Mrs. Claus again. You will hear in a little bit when she does leave the signal saying that she has left the facility. So yeah, Mace was a jerk. There's no question. Like in the Clone Wars animated series, it took any doubt that you had of Mace being a nice guy and chucked it right off the edge, like he got chucked out of Palpatine's office. Like he is not a nice guy, a bit of aloof, judgmental kind of dude, and
have a seat,
not very likable. What's that?
Have a seat, young Santa.
Have a seat. Right. He just, the way he treated Anakin, the way he treated Ahsoka, pretty much settled that whole deal. So I like the idea, but we need to go on. We need to go. There are other topics to get to here, and I'd love to kind of get our way through. Mando 3. So there was... Carl Weathers did an interview a few days ago, said that they were getting ready to start the shooting for Mandalorian season 3, and that Greef Karga was going to be in it. So that raises the natural question, a couple of questions. First of all, that we might go back to Navarro. That's where we last saw him. And if we're on Navarro, there was a certain Marshal there of Navarro. What are your thoughts about Greef Karga, Mando 3, Navarro, and everybody's favorite Marshal?
Well, we ended with our favorite Marshal being recruited or potentially recruited to go join the Rangers of the New Republic. So I think the way they will write that out is that she's gone. She has gone and joined that. Will we see her in Rangers of the New Republic? I would say probably not. But that's because we will just learn about the Rangers of the New Republic. We won't necessarily learn about Cara Dune in Rangers of the New Republic.
So this becomes complete speculation because nobody knows. When it comes to Cara Dune, will she be recast? Just move on without a blink? Will she be out on some assignment, some mission? We don't see her, or will they just flat out say that she got bloated up and she's no longer on the picture?
I think it'll be a passing comment of she has joined the Rangers of the New Republic. I mean, we'll have that drop, and then people, of course, are going to speculate that she'll be in Rangers of the Republic, but she won't.
Oh, and Jason spilling a little tea for us. Thank you, Jason. And I'm sure he'll talk about it on his show later today. I'm makingstarwars.net. So he every now and then he goes down and visits a set and see what he can see. And so he's saying right now they're totally being prepped for Navarro. The chart tile and stuff's all out there, so he can see the set pieces, and that confirms where we're headed with Mando 3. Navarro still being part of the picture, and perhaps we'll get some answers to our questions. Is Mrs. Claus in on Santa's holding them down, the unionization of elves? They don't need to unionize. They've got good lives. They love what they do, and they do what they love. They have fantastic working situation. There's no need. You guys... if they recast, well, the thing is, though, Argent, it's not uncommon in movies or TV shows to see actors or actresses recast due to various situations, and this would not be out of the scope at all to just throw somebody else in there and move on.
No,
like nothing ever happened.
I don't disagree with you saying that, but I think, assuming that Favreau really said it, and I think he did, but that he wasn't going to recast her, then I think that's done, and so we won't see Cara Dune come back unless it's our controversial actress that Favreau likes, and then and if that's not going to happen, then they're just not going to go there.
Mark might be onto something.
I have a question before we go to the next piece. So we remember all the rumors and everything that were going on about them, filming in April, and we speculated that they were doing some small bits in between things. So is it now kind of confirmed that they didn't do anything, or is this just a completion of the entirety of of it all? So I'm kind of curious on that one.
I think it's the Book of Boba Fett, and the confusion came because it said S3, E1, E2, E3 on the scripts, and the actors involved were reading the scripts and thinking, "Oh, we're working on Mando season 3." Some of the things that came out seem to be, we have a lot of the same actors, we have the same directors, so and maybe even similar set pieces, and it's just made a natural connection for people to say, "Oh, S3E1, that's Mando." Pretty logical. And I love Meg's comment here, and this will probably, I'll definitely have to appeal the monetization after this, but Cara Dune's on a mission planet to Benito Shapiro 4, abbreviated is BS4. So there you go. She's on the planet of BS. Making StarWars.net, Marvel has recast before, and they should recast the character. I agree with Jason. I think that we recast the character, you move on and ignore it, and then you don't have to change a whole lot. I get what you're saying with Rangers, but the other option is what Mark said. Navarro is going to get toasted, and that in the process of Navarro getting toasted by the Empire, that the Marshal takes a hit, and that
I'm not
concludes
opposed
her
to
character.
that either. I'm not opposed to that either, nor am I saying that won't happen. I am just I'm just saying that if she's not being recast, which is I believe Favreau stated, then that means the end of the character, and if you don't want to, and he also I believe said he doesn't intend to kill her off screen, and so those two little factors tell you that they're going to continue the show. I mean, I was saying way back when in February they're going to have to go read through and rewrite, and I made a compromise with you to say that they were doing some filming in April, saying they could be doing stuff that doesn't require that, and will require pieces of the rewrite, and so with that, I'm just saying that if those two things hold true, that he's neither killing her off screen nor recasting, then we have to assume that she's just simply going to be gone.
He's on the planet of BS. Confirmed. John, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This comment is absolutely true. The doorbell. So it sounds like a doorbell, but it's actually a driveway chime. When people come in and out, we know when people are coming into the North Pole. So if we need the Imperial March and yells, that would be great. If I could customize that, I would. Qi'ra has PTSD. She'll go back to seclusion, away from society. Easiest way to get rid of a character. It could be, but Arjun, true. A recast would normally not get as much attention, but with all the spotlight on the Gina and the whole situation, that could be more difficult, right? Some random chick going to show up.
I mean, I think they'll move on past her. I think that's just what they'll do.
X-Wing recast as Bill Burr with a wig. Fantastic job, X-Wing. That was really good.
I'd be all for this.
I'm freaking Cara Dune. What can I say? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, so good. Let's see. Just got to get caught up. Boy, I'm going to avoid some of the chat. I got to jump ahead anyway. So I want to get on. Oh, what has Meg said again?
I'm still laughing over. I'm freaking Cara Dune.
This is good. It's good. Oh my goodness. All right. Trinity had to go. Thanks so much for your support. Appreciate seeing you here. DC fandom. Oh, we get a super chat, $2 a channel member. It's a fandom page. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate your support. They recast one of Gina's rivals in the role. Ooh, just add more to the pot. So
they could do Kathleen Kennedy as Cara Dune.
Kathleen Kennedy, cast her right in there. So let's move on. The Visions trailer.
I would love to see that actually.
She might be as good an actress. I don't know. So that'll get me in trouble. Visions
the
trailer.
Elves are definitely revolting now. They're gonna.
Oh, I know. I'm in trouble. Look. There's nowhere to go here. The Visions trailer. So people been giving me a hard time about. You saw it in the thumbnail. Sith Santa lightsaber duel against. People giving me a hard time about what's that little droid's name from anime, but he actually does have a name. It's To Be,
or not To Be.
Right, and he dreams of being a Jedi. Look, the trailer as a whole is excellent. Astro Boy, that's it. So they're giving me a hard time. There's all kinds of hazing going on about Santa and Astro Boy, and they're trying to trigger me around Astro Boy. But they give him a different name. It's To Be. Played by Astro Boy. How about that? You cast the animated character as a different animated character. So look, the trailer was fantastic. Super excited for that coming out September. It really looks fantastic, and even the Astro Boy stuff doesn't trigger me after seeing that trailer. My hype level for the whole thing has gone up quite a bit, and I think it's got a lot of potential. It looks really, really good. Saw the pod racing scene there from the Phantom Menace.
Ooh, Nikki,
it looks really, really good.
Nikki. Oh my gosh.
And Nikki, yeah, we love Nikki, but she's not of the same mind that Santa is on a lot of things. But she's a fantastic member of the community, a great Star Wars fan, and I'm honored to have her here helping mod our channel. So thank you. So what are your thoughts of Visions after seeing that trailer?
No, I'm excited. I've been excited for all the Star Wars content. I mean, it's I think they've been doing good on Disney Plus, and I'm getting the Star Wars that I want. So I haven't been disappointed really with anything I'm getting. So I mean, until they make me angry, I think I'll be happy with everything that's coming out on Disney Plus.
Well, I'm reading the comments. Sorry about that, but no, I'm actually looking forward to it. And there was this comment about that black and white. There's a episode in there you can see that's mainly in black and white, but it has like color around lightsabers and things like that.
Right.
It looks so good, so good.
Agree. But
the only question we have
going to enjoy the type of the anime style or the artwork of Visions. I think in general it's just going to be a good product.
I think so too, and I think the question I have is that spinning lightsaber deal that the dude had on the pole. Does it work the same as the Inquisitors? Can he use it as a helicopter? Don't fly around.
I don't know. That was always an odd aspect of the Inquisitors. I was always like, how do they do that?
Yeah, it makes no sense. But the pod racing one's it's the rock opera episode, so it's about a big concert. So that's supposed to be that one. Let's see. Just get caught up. Okay, I want to go on. There's a couple other topics to get into that I think would be fun. This one here. Boyega as Finn in a Disney Plus series. So it came out a couple days ago that John Boyega was going to be involved in this series. They were working on it different ways, and then they kind of went back to the beginning, asked John to come back, and then they rewrote the story with Finn in there. It'd be post Rise of Skywalker, so it's after the sequels, and would involve Finn involved in a bunch of right. So he's got that famous quote, right? John Boyega has a famous quote: "You ain't going to Disney Plus me." Well, I think John's changed his tune. What do you think?
I think they would totally do it if they offered it enough money.
I think that might be the case too. Plus, I think the landscape has changed. We got to remember that when this initially happened, streaming services were not where they are today. They were not replacing theaters. And so, like back in the day when you had TV stars, it was hard for TV stars to make the leap over to be a movie star. And you never really saw anybody who made it big into the movies, say like a George Clooney, who started in TV, made it into movies, go back to being in a TV series again. And so I think what John had in his mind was that kind of landscape where, he's a movie star. He doesn't want to go be in some series or TV show. So for him, it was about being a movie star, staying in movies, and moving his career forward that way. I saw that, and we talked about it a few months ago, that he started backpedaling on that and saying that he would be open to doing if the project was right. Plus, his own studio did a streaming service or a streaming series for Netflix, I believe. And I could see him easing into the thought. And then there was the other interview where they asked him if he'd come back, and he said, absolutely, as long as he got to do it with Kathleen and JJ and the crew. So we saw him kind of, easing up to the idea. And I think it's absolutely plausible is the term I used in Meg's Discord yesterday. I think it's absolutely plausible that we might get Finn in a series. And we heard some rumors not too long ago about Daisy Ridley being approached by Lucasfilm Disney to do a Disney Plus series. But I just don't trust the source yet. I don't think I've seen enough to buy it. So would you be excited to see Finn's story in a post Rise of Skywalker?
I don't know. I hate to say I don't know because I'm just I didn't like the sequel trilogy. So I think it's going to depend on how Filoni and Favreau repair and move us through and up to the sequel trilogy and how it ends out. So I mean, I'm not a big fan of them. So I'm not a big fan of the characters of them returning as a result until I've had repair done in the course of getting us there. I think that's
well. That's why I asked you specifically, because I knew that you and I come from this different places. I would absolutely love to see Finn post Rise as well as Rey. I'd love to see the two of them moving forward with Force users. Maybe get our favorite broom boy involved. Meg loves that broom boy, so Meg is dying to see his story continued, and so a Finn series starring Finn and the broom boy. It could be
I think as far as Finn's character is concerned, and I think he is owed the development that he wasn't given in the sequel trilogy. I mean, I think I think that's the case for sure. Maybe they can do it along the lines of Thor Skywalker's current, fan fiction that's going on.
Maybe I'm not as big a fan of that concept, but
I know you're not.
No, and there's another thing I want to talk about in a minute, but that ties into the sequels, and I know Meg's been talking about it, and Josh Nerds, he talks about it a lot, and I think most people are getting more comfortable with the idea of the sequels remaining as they are, with some contextual pieces added. But I really people are coming out from different places. Let's put it that way, right? So no, I'm in favor of seeing it. I was going to make a joke about it being like that. There was an old series where people let me tell you about my best friend. You remember that? I can't remember the name of the series. And it could be Finn and the Broom Boy. I don't know why my brain went there.
Me either.
Sheev's girlfriend is Kathy. No, let's see. I'll Disney
Poor
Plus
Sheiv.
you, but I'm not paying child support.
I thought she was married.
Sheiv got a moniker from Meg the other day, right? Saucy little Skittle. We've been calling Sheiv a saucy little Skittle ever since. Oh my goodness!
Deserve that, Sheiv. Totally deserve that.
Oh my goodness! My girlfriend is the Senate. Yes. Yeah, the chat. I can't keep up with the chat. You guys are great. Let's see if I get just caught up. I'm going to have to go down. Let's see.
In sense of the Finding Nemo character.
Right, he's a Skittle. He's a saucy little Skittle. Main actors weren't signed for the movies, rather appearances. I think they have to do it. Star Tours as an appearance. Okay, so they have writers in their contract that require them to do a certain number of appearances, but whether they do another series or more movies, those kind of things, that'll be additional contract, right? If I'm reading that right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably some truth to that, and but I guess in a way I wouldn't be opposed to I don't know how religiously I'd watch it though. I mean, if we're going to stick with the sequels and we're not going to fix them, we're not going to Lucasfy them as where you go in and change some scenes, then which is what I would prefer them to do, since there's already some precedent for it. Then I don't know how much I want to see a Finn series.
Green Lantern 345. Oh, hello. Good to see you. I just watched Stargirl. The new series started, and they've got a Green Lantern. The Green Lantern's daughter is in that. I like Stargirl. I like the series, and happy season 2 has started. Now I'm absolutely on board for post Rise of Skywalker content. I want to see Finn's character develop more. I want to see Rey's story continued and see where they go with those. Let them flesh out those characters more. I'm all for all of it, but I know that I'm not necessarily in the majority. But for me, I think it would go along where Stargirl. It's a Warner Brothers series, Meg. Yeah. It's not in Star Wars. Don't worry about it.
I mean, how much? I mean, I don't know the numbers. I don't know the numbers on how many people hated the sequels and how many people loved the sequels. I don't know that. I mean, I like to think that people are like me are in the majority, but I don't know that. I mean, it's always nice to think that there's more people that think like you and and dislike them. But I mean, it's that's not necessarily the case. There's a lot of movies that I really love too that people were like, you are absolutely out of your mind.
Jason gave us some good information here. If what he heard is accurate, Boyega should have 6 appearances left in his contract, so they could maybe get him to do 6 episodes of a show with the legacy character bump. So it could be financially rewarding for him to do that. So,
I mean, that's how long the Kenobi series is going to be, right? 6 episodes,
right? And it's an adaptation of a movie script, so it could absolutely happen. And there's so many things I want to talk about. I want to talk a little bit. Meg put out a video today about Qi'ra in the Book of Boba Fett, and that it's being set up in the War of the Bounty Hunters series,
right?
And that I do think that we're going to see more of the Solo 2 stuff happen in different spinoffs. So seeing Qi'ra appear in the Book of Boba Fett will confirm that she's still alive in that time frame, and then open up all kinds of opportunity to see that whole story. Meg, I love Meg's autocorrect. It's always food. Every single time. Oh my goodness, Meg is priceless, because the first time it was
Quiche will definitely make her come back.
Yeah, Quiche has been on. It's been making a comeback. It'll be a popular side for people to get. The first time it was replacing Chipotle. For Chipotle City, and then it just gets better every time. So,
I suppose it was Chipotle and not tapioca, like I said, Tapoca's.
Yeah, well, I mean, her autocorrect changed it to Chipotle, so it's Chipotle.
Apparently, she goes to Chipotle quite often.
I don't know. And orders quiche.
Quiche.
And omelets, it replaced omelet for Omega once. Meg's autocorrect is the best. It's always food.
apparently Meg's a foodie.
Well, there you have it. We'll get Meg's food reviews. We need those. So Qi'ra in the Book of Boba Fett, I'm actually on it. I would love to see it, and I want to see more of that Crimson Dawn explored, and to see all of this fleshed out in a series. So
100% agree with that. I actually do like a lot of the aspects of the Solo, movie, and I would have liked some of the things that were done to have been spread out. I didn't necessarily like how quickly a lot of the things occurred in the movie. But I mean, I'm not. But I would like to see some of the things they did put in there explored more. I did like them showing Maul at the end of it. And I'd like to see the Crimson Dawn explored through that, and her piece of it. Whether she still exists in the Book of Boba Fett, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be. I think if I were to bet how she's going to show up, it would be through a flashback. But and then that gives us some openings to something. So I think we're going to see a lot more, flashbacks told in the Book of Boba Fett, and I think it's going to do. I think we're going to see a past and a present kind of story told at the same time.
Jason, the Mandarin and baby yogurt. That's Meg's next video title. She said that autocorrect changed YouTube video to the Mandarin. People were very confused, right? So, Jason, right on it there. The next one's going to be the Mandarin and baby yogurt. Oh, that sounds like a great spin-off series. Oh, that'd be great. Look, they already set up. If the Book of Boba Fett might be about him, his book of hits, so to say, right? People that he has some sort of grievance against. Yeah. We could see Qi'ra being on that list because we've seen in the Bounty Hunter comic where she took the carbonite solo from Boba, and then he had to get it back. So she would be on his naughty list. And then some of the other names would also line up that way. And we could see each one being a certain grievance that he's going to go hunt down one character after another. And I saw maybe another autocorrect, not sure, but I'm not clicking on it. This stream is definitely going to have to be appealed. There's just no way around it. Meg, what's your phone say when you type Grogu? Gogurt. No, I think we could absolutely see her and still alive, because he's going to have. We know she's alive during the original trilogy era, because she took Han in Carbonite. That's not that long before the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, it's 10 years or whatever, but still, there's. Oh, we lost a magic maker. We'll see if he makes it back, but. There's absolutely possibility that she would still be alive, since she was alive then. And unless we see her taken out in the, there he's back. He's coming back. He's almost there. I'll give him a second. He's still working on it. I think it absolutely, I lost my magic marker. No, a magic maker. Jeez. Get your Handalorians off me. You guys are great. There's a magic maker. He's back. Huh. Yeah. So anyway, I was saying she's alive during Return of the Jedi. So it wouldn't be that big a stretch to think that she could still be alive now.
No. I mean, I think she could be alive. I personally think that we're going to see that be told past and present. It's not going to be all present. It's not going to be all past. It's going to be a past and present kind of story. And I do agree that it's going to be a book of his hits. So, yeah. But I don't think
I've seen Meg
presently.
Yeah, I've seen Meg kind of hint towards that. That's her thought as well. And there she goes again, typing stuff I can't put on screen. Stop it. Jeez. Oh my goodness! Yeah, the chat when Meg gets in, it instantly goes this direction, and the chat takes over. People quit listening to Santa; they're just wanting to see what Meg types next. What kind of food is going to come in? I want to touch base real quick. I just finished
eating with her. You may not want to know.
Right. Well, I do know if I get to go over to Europe next spring, that I want to go to lunch with Meg and wherever she recommends, because of obviously her phone knows that the food is. Food is a high priority. So I don't know if she'll take me to Chipotle to have some omelets. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, I wanted to bring up, I just finished High Republic Out of the Shadows. It's Justina Ireland's book in the wave 2 of what is this? This is phase 1, wave 2. Justina Ireland's book was the third in that. Two thoughts. First of all, the book as a whole, about 75% of it is a setup for the action. So the first 75% of the book, it's all interaction, talky, nothing's happening. Then we get about 20%, maybe 15% of action. So like stuff's happening, really exciting. And then the last ends more talky, nothing going on. So not my favorite of the High Republic novels. And Jason, no, my friend, no, just no. We're not doing that, Jason. That's not happening.
I agree with Jason. It should be like your lead-in, thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. No. And actually, on the lead-in, Meg is working on a new intro song for me, and that'd be great. And so is DarthElvis. DarthElvis is getting the band back together. They're going to write some stuff and give me some music content. And I'm going to start taking some of Star Wars Meg's. She has a music channel. She started another YouTube channel for Meg's Cantina that has Star Wars themed original music that she's created, and I'm going to start putting that into the background during my live streams. I think that would be fantastic. But so I wanted to let you guys first of all know that. Oh, hold on. I'll bet you. No, the book, not so good. It would by far be my least favorite of the High Republic novels. Not a whole lot of stuff happens in it at all, but there's a few things in it that are worth bringing out. One is that we see Yaddle in it, and Yaddle speaks normally. She doesn't speak Yoda. She speaks normal. I saw Star Wars Explained had a video about it this morning, and that maybe they were raised differently. She was raised in the temple longer, and so her speech pattern follows along more of a conventional terms, and that Yoda was brought into the temple at a much older age and had already established another speech pattern. And it's possible, like here on Earth, we got a bunch of humans who have different speech patterns, and that could happen that way as well. So we do see that Yaddle speaks normally, and so any concept of how might Grogu speak, it does not have to follow after the same pattern as Yoda. We just know that. Well, Meg, you already outed me as being related to Yoda, so we can go back there. But so Yaddle's in it, and then there's this tie-in to Maz Kanata in the book as well. And when they talk about going to Takodana and Maz being there, so further evidence that they're bringing sequel content in. The High Republic, of course, happens before the prequels, and introducing Maz. We also saw in the High Republic novels where Snoke was spent some time mentoring or talking with Ben. So all of that is tying together, and it seems to reinforce how they are building up to the sequels, and they're not going to retcon them. They're not moving them out of canon. They're not going to jettison them, or as you like to say, a magic maker, they're not going to George Lucas-ify them either. I think, if anything, they're just giving it some contextual changes that put Luke in a little bit different light, but other than that, it'll be what we have.
Yeah, I want some George Lucasification.
Meg. Yeah. Let's see.
I still want it.
Meg Allen.
That's what I want. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yaddle's. Oh no! Why did I click on that? I'm not supposed to click on meds. Jeez, retcon. Not the word that was in the first one. I thought they were all supposed to be food, Meg. That was not a food typo. Oh, what have I done? So Yaddle's speech pattern is different. Yaddle's speech pattern is the same as human, or like normal, like we speak, or like any other Jedi master, anything like that. So High Republic Out of the Shadows, not my favorite, but some of the implications they're tying it to the prequels with Yaddle and the sequels with Maz.
But I
know.
will say, I will say that she may not be too far off of why her pattern is the way it is. She just talks out of her,
No, and your sound to me is sounding a little gargled.
Well,
I don't know if that's.
You've held me a really long time, and I don't really know anything about the book.
I have.
So with that, everyone, right. I need to go, and may the force be with you all, and I'll hand you over to Santa completely.
Thank you so much, Magic Maker. We'll catch you next time. All right. Let me just get to the Q&A here and get back to the comments, get caught up and see. No wonder George Cutter from episode 2. Meg, that's what a Magic Maker was saying. She doesn't speak out of her. She does speak out of her pie hole, but it comes out normal speak. Not the backward speak that Yoda has. Maybe Yoda has a speech impediment, so that's the issue there. So people saying bye to a Magic Maker. Look, there's a lot of content to cover today. I've been having a great time and just visiting with you all. Just to touch base on a couple of things, we are having our first monthly members only Zoom meetings this week. We're going to combine them all together tomorrow afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do our toy giveaways. So we know that all of our Blizzard Battalion members and above are eligible for a vintage collection toy giveaway each month. And we have 3 to choose from. You can take Chirrut there from Rogue One. We've got ARC Trooper 5s here from the Clone Wars. Or you've got your choice here of getting Hondo Anaka. So this will be our vintage collection. We'll let folks pick which one's going to be the giveaway. We'll do that tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. So join us there if you're one of our channel members. Also, for our Snowpack members, we'll have items to choose from there as well. We've got Lando Calrissian, General Calrissian, plus we've got these Black Series figures here. Luke from Heir to the Empire. We talked a little bit about that. Luke Skywalker there, plus a Ysalarmi, which is those little lizards that are force resistant. We've got that right there. And oh my goodness, Meg has become a member. She's one of us. Oh no. Or are we one of her? No, she's so we've got Heir to the Empire, Luke Skywalker. We've got Crimson Empire, Karner Jax, or Adventures. Here we've got Jackson. We can choose from any of those. And General Calrissian, let me go get him. Hold on one second. I got to reach. Oh, he's way over there. General Calrissian, Black Series figure. So somebody can we'll let our Snowpack members pick which one. So Snowpack and Elite members will win one of these figures, and then our Elite members can decide what we want to get as the item for our giveaway for that level of no. Now Meg is an elf with benefits. So she's always been a member with no benefits, elves with no benefits. But now Meg is officially an elf with benefits. Welcome, Meg. And for all that entails, we talk about the elves and their benefits. What's your favorite term for the slave one? Is unpaid intern one. That's Meg's vehicle, the unpaid intern one. Mark, my Lando got delayed by Pulse till December earlier. Oh my goodness. I just got this at our local Walmart, and I looked over the weekend, and they still got a couple that I could pick up from there. Yes, Meg is assimilating me. She's absolutely doing that. The elves won. There you go. Are we a 3 of 4? Right, like I get the reference. 7 of 9, right? 3 of 4. So folks, join us tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, for the Zoom. 3:30, we get on the Discord live stage and just talk Star Wars, whatever it is you guys want to talk about. You guys come in and talk and share your thoughts, and finally able to catch a stream. Hey, good to see you, Super Strays. So welcome, thanks. So yeah, Meg is grooming. What do you mean by grooming, Mark? Meg's in Europe. She has never once groomed Santa. Just saying. Put that out there. Make it really clear. Meg has never groomed Santa, not once. Thanks so much, Jason. Good to see you, and look forward to seeing your show later this afternoon. And thank you all for being here. I've had fun today. And next week, I'll have a new computer. I have to get it set up, so may take a little bit to that all going. So twice the age cap. There's that too, Meg. Right. So we'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here today. I've had a ton of fun chatting Star Wars with all of you, and appreciate all the lively discussion there in the chat. And we've got to stop this unionization movement for the elves. It's gone too far. It just, it has to stop. You guys as Meg says, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much for what you do for me. I can't even tell you what it means to me to be able to spend this time with you guys. It really makes a difference in my life, and and you guys mean the world. So until next time, my friends, I hope you all have a tremendous, wonderful day, and Merry Christmas, everybody, and may the Force be with you always.